Alright, welcome to another edition of What the Fuck, happenings in the YouTube atheist community. And, me pondering, why the fuck am I still on this planet of assholes? Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, really, people are just so stupid. Yeah, what am I? So yeah, I did listen to some of Piro's room today. I think it's still going on. Let's hit the live button, see what they're doing now. They were on some sort of racism or something. I don't know. Vic, yeah, they're doing the Vic thing. Oh, yeah, it's just so interesting. All black people are responsible for the fact that most black people suck. All Muslims are responsible for the fact that most Muslims suck. So yeah, that's kind of a choice being Muslim. It's not a choice being black. So that's just crazy talk. That's racism, yes. That's profiling, whatever you want to call it. But the whole conversation is idiotic. You have these moments where, people are talking like, oh, Vic, we could just categorize you as right-wing kook. And just say, let's just kill all the right-wing kooks and everything will be fine. And his response, I'm not a right-wing kook. I'm against guns. And I'm like, how could he be against guns when he's pro-Jew-Mexican walking around with a gun shooting black people for just walking down the street? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, the whole thing doesn't make any sense. These live room thing is just so... Oh, I find them so tedious to watch now. Now that I'm not doing them. They're even worse than before. They're worse than I remember. Ugh, what a waste of time. Anyway, let's see what they're doing now.
But I would say you do tend to speak about it more often than not, and it seems to get to the point of obsession. Well, look, my view.
Yeah, they're still showing pictures of the Florida sidewalks. Well, you have to have Deputy Dog march around with his gun and shoot you because, well, it's your fault. Most black people suck, so yeah, I can follow black people and then shoot them. Yeah. Look, the simple truth is that if I could vote to just wipe entire populations off of the planet, and yeah, okay, why not? Because yeah, I don't see any use in any of you shitheads. Personally. So yeah, there's about 25 people I might keep on planet Earth, but the rest of you all smell bad as far as I'm concerned. It's just the truth. I don't really have any use for them. I don't see them doing anything meaningful or great. I mean, all these... Oh, laughy guy. Tesla guy. No, sorry. I have no use for you fuckers. I mean, if we can't sit here, at minimum, we can't sit here and have rational conversations about somewhere near reality, then what's the point? I mean, then it just is really ludicrous when you can't even have a rational conversation within some boundaries of reason, and this is just unreasonable nonsense. Piro's economic plan is really brilliant. We tax the property. So we have a regressive tax and tax everybody just because they live on a piece of property of some kind. You have a tent on a piece of property, we tax your property. So you pay the same tax as the Trump Towers, because you pay just a property tax. Oh yeah, that'll solve all the problems. Yeah, I can't see how that's not a total win. He really thinks it's like 1492 and land actually has value. And he thinks it would be a really great idea if everybody just spreads out across the whole country and digs septic tanks. Pisses in the water, so to speak. Oh yeah, everything would be great that way. And we can have helicopter medical services and stuff. And oh yeah, that'd be great. We can helicopter people to school. Great. Really efficient. Yeah, great plan. I mean, it's just baby talk. It's just like, people can't be this fucking stupid, but apparently they can be. Nothing you can do. Do one more little piece.
It's not a problem. It's pattern recognition. And the thing is, it wouldn't matter. Let's imagine.
This is about definition.
I'm
really not interested in taking the same path again.
Oh yeah, this is all really going great. Yeah, okay. Hours and hours of race talk. But like I said, his economic conversation was so stupid with whatever crazy whore that who cares? Yeah, really. It's enough of that hangout. Let's go back to this one, right? He's talking to Skyzer. So I did do a video on the draft science. That is kind of funny. Yeah, Pero playing Pili. Yeah, Pili. Joke. Seriously. Anyway, but I didn't play the whole video. I haven't even listened to this stuff because it is so tedious. So now they're talking about how, well, time is completely reversible. Sure. Just show me the diagram how you could possibly reverse, like, say, a car accident. I mean, the parts fly off, they hit the ground, they vibrate the entire earth. Somehow all of that could somehow be reversed by some natural force. There's no way you could ever reverse it. It's just idiotic to think you could in some way. Certainly you can blueprint what happened, but there's no way you could reverse it, because it just won't physically do that. It's like dice rolling into your hands when you throw them. It's just not going to be able to do that backwards. But yeah, so fuck it. I mean, it's just so idiotic. I can't even. There's just no point. So let's play some of this. Just I'm just saying. I'm trying to listen to it, but it's just so. Skyzer was going on and on with some bullshit about you have to look under the quantum mechanics, and then everything becomes regular mechanics. But it's the maths. What the fuck are you talking about? Crazy fuck. It's chaos, except it's ordered, but it's chaotically ordered. This brings us to the anarchy thing. Shit.
Okay, so here's the idea. I thought a long time ago we wouldn't know if time went backwards, because if time was just sloshing back and forth, when we went backwards, our memories would sloshing back and forth. When we went backwards, our memories would unwind. So let's say time sloshed back for 3 days. You go back 3 days, your chemistry in your brain would go backwards and cause you to forget the memories you'd remembered, and you'd start over 3 days ago. The end result would be you thinking you had a continuous forward experience. That's one thing. But then
you wouldn't even think that. But who cares? It's just the whole thing is just silly. Let's just make up silly stories and talk about what it'd be like to what? Wear pink panties? I mean, you might as well.
Recently.
Motion.
Well, that's one thing if you want to comment on it. So that's the idea, is that, okay, it could be going backwards and we wouldn't know. But then I thought, what if it was weirder? What if it was palindromic? Right? Because this CRISPR thing where they edit genes as a palindrome, right? The same forward and backwards. What if, when you run a human mind backwards, it has...
Alright, no, I can't do it. Just can't be bothered. So... yeah, I don't think I'll bother replying to the rest of that video. Yeah, the 10 minutes I did reply to was, one enough. Alright, so, I did post the last couple of videos. There's some dopey comments, but again, just people can't stay on the subject. They can't stay anywhere near a subject. They're just, so Abba, I need rules so I can disobey. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Fuck you. Let's see. Alright, I'm the least nonsensical, that's true. We require social cooperation to survive. It's evolution, brah. No cooperation equals no humans. We require social cooperation to survive. So he doesn't, that doesn't make any sense. Cooperation based on what? Rules? Look, this bullshit of one sentence comments on the same video is just, the fact that you can't figure out that that's just some kind of whoring, attention whoring, too stupid. Fuck you, brah. Rules are a result, not a cause of civilization. Can you just imagine how stupid a comment that is? Civilization doesn't need rules. No. They're just a byproduct, like poo. You know, they don't serve a fundamental role in creating civilization. Same with government and religion. Oh, fuck you. Actually, Inmendham doesn't understand the word anarchy means. No, I actually do. You're the one who doesn't understand the word. Okay, go look it up in any dictionary, and you'll find definitions like no rules, chaos, disorder, freedom, absolute freedom. All those kind of concepts. I know what the word means. You're the ones who don't know what the word anarchy means. Anarchy means no rules. It doesn't mean no rulers. Okay, it means no rules, idiot. I mean, it's just too stupid. He believes it means chaos. No, I mean, it's worse than chaos. Chaos would be fine. No rules for human beings means mayhem, idiot. Fuck. You're a genius. Well, that I know already. You want to take it all, LOL. And you want to take it all, LOL. I want to take it all, LOL. Good night to that comment. And that's on the economics one. I mean, obviously I don't. I applaud you for having proposed a solution, but sociologically, it's the laws, understanding them and having access to proper representation, keeps the poor sociologically. That keeps the poor sociologically. You know, access to proper representation. What does that even? How do you get access to that if all you have are two shitty choices? It's the laws, understanding them and having access to proper representation. You're really dumb. It's not the amount of wealth allowed. Well, there you go. Okay. I'm sorry, it is all about the wealth, idiot. You're too stupid to recognize it, but that's what it's all about. And the wealthy own so much stuff that they can afford to have most of their wealth in something called the stock market, where you only are really buying, for every dollar you buy, you're only really buying 2 cents of real value. They have so much wealth, they can afford to buy funky little lottery tickets in a silly market, where there's no real value, because they have so much fucking money. And the minute the stock market starts crashing is when you're going to find out how much money they have. Because they're going to start buying every single commodity in sight. And they're going to pay such high prices for every single commodity in sight that everything's going to cost a fortune to buy. Because they're just going to shut down production if you don't pay them enough. Because they don't have to pay so much to buy your utilities and your food and all the rest of the shit that they're going to buy. But you're too fucking stupid. Again, this is a simple premise. I mean, you either concede that inheritance is cheating, or you don't. I mean, it's not a complex argument. Gold medal for doing absolutely nothing but falling out of a vagina. That's what it is. It's cheating. You're defending cheating because you're an idiot. Don't forget, the inheritance tax and capital gains tax is absolutely obscene already. It's not even close to fucking obscene, you idiot. They took away, they had a $2 million for free rule, and they took that away. So where's the inheritance tax obscene, shithead? What a joke. Goodbye, asshole. God. Hey, Gary, I got compassion tattooed on me. Okay, that's that. I can't give my son my house. I say, fuck you. Get your own. Okay, well, I say you're too stupid, and I'd like to have you... ... Fill in the blank for yourself, shithead. Your opponent would be fine if there was infinite amount of dollars to be had. How is my point have anything to do with infinite amount of dollars? There's $1.4 trillion in circulation, a tiny amount of money. What there is a whole bunch of debt that people owe. Bank notes, checking accounts, credit cards, funny money. Make something. That's a sentence. That's a sentence. Make something. Okay, I'll make myself a rich mother and I'll jump out of her vagina. How's that? Nobody's making the game unfair to the point where you can't find a niche and get your own. Oh, I'll get my own Donald Trump. Can I get my own? I'll go to the store and buy me a daddy, a rich daddy. Oh, you're so clueless. It's this. I'm not even gonna read the rest of this because you're so fucking clueless. Shit. Man cheese. Another Stefan Molyneux weirdo. I mean, he says right in the video that he doesn't like Stefan Molyneux, so you gotta pay attention a little bit. Yes, I did tear him to shreds, but not because he's a Molyneuxite. You gotta play along a little bit here, people. You really have to put in a little bit of work here, too. You can't be this fucking lazy. Alright. So there's a whole thing here with the morbid atheist, too. You know, I really like the morbid atheist. But sometimes he does stupid. I mean, he called some dopey politician. They took the video down because I guess, you know, they claimed he didn't have a right to do that. But, you know, he called some politician, tried to whatever him on this stupid campaign finance kind of crap. And the politician basically said, yeah, well, I've read it. I don't know if I like it or not. So we didn't even get much of a response from the guy. But I'm just saying, to think you're going to take money out of politics is just idiotic. Your silly little rules aren't going to change anything. If I'm a rich man, you don't think I'm going to be able to figure out how to put propaganda on the internet for my party? You don't think I can finance a 5 million Cato Institutes or whatever the fuck I need to do all the propaganding I need to do? You think I can't live without 20-second commercials? Oh, fuck you. I mean, I'd say that stuff is more toxic. Alright, the stuff, the Kool-Aid brothers are putting on the fucking PBS and shit is more fucking troublesome than 20-second commercials to retards who can't figure out who to vote for anyway. I mean, these idiots that these commercials work on are frankly so fucking stupid they shouldn't even be allowed to vote. If you haven't already figured out who you're voting for, you're a fucking idiot. And you shouldn't be voting. Anyway, these idiots have a conversation about this idiotic shit. You know, but they have this Rusty Stinger thingy, which is talking like there's some kind of, you know, all this wriggly-raggly shit about, you know, this anarchy thing being some kind of rational thing. It's not rational. It doesn't mean anything. It's not a rational alternative. You have to have a plan. You just can't say, I don't like what exists. You got to do better than that. You're not even coming close. Where do you find these fucking idiots? LOL. That's from the asshole. Gee, they show up like you, asshole. I might as well get rid of that one, too. Gary, he's driving Mercedes. What do you really expect? Well, I already mentioned that in the video. It doesn't mean anything. There's no way to do that. There's no authority to judge legitimacy. So now I think Alan's going to defend this crap. That's generally been my response when consuming some kind of anarchist thought about burden of proof besides having a fair, well-informed, real representative democracy wherein there will be basically continued available opportunity. Yeah, that's right. The only thing you can do is create as fair a fight as possible. But that's all you really are entitled to. You have a fair fight. You either win it or you lose it. You either think, you know, if we can't explain to the dumb people that the evil people are evil, then whose bad is that? Is that their bad or is it our bad? I mean, if evil wins, I mean, who's to blame? Us or them? Fuck. That guy's another typical classic liberal retard. Yes, that's what he is. A little butt plug. Oh, just did a butt plug. Oh, hey, little butt plug. How you doing? I agree that words have meaning. I am Lord Voldemort. Well, I'm not doing that stuff anymore. I'm kind of done with that whole Henry the Potter thing. God. I could like Lord Voldemort if he wasn't such a fucking loser. He couldn't even kill a silly little Henry Potter. I mean, Henry Potter was just such a fucking wuss. Can't beat the shit out of him. You are lame as fuck. Oh, Steen Pedersen, who I'm a little sick the shit of. Gary, I'm not clear on how you define productive person or on whether all non-productive people are bad for the economy or not. I define it as somebody who's doing work that actually has social value, like you're fixing telephone lines, or, well, not telephone lines anymore, but you know what I mean. Cell phone stations, or towers, or you're doing something real. You're not doing bullshit, unnecessary, stupid, I'm spinning in a circle because that's what the boss says I should do. Yeah, that kind of shit. Calling people and spamming them with, would you like to buy some toxic wasteland in Florida? Yeah, that's not a productive person. Are FX people who organize labor or plan projects productive? I don't know what an FX people is, but I would argue if they're calling themselves FX people, they're probably not productive. I don't know. You have to guess what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry. Then you're just too fucking stupid. There's basic needs, the basic functionality, okay? Like you're making a Hoover Dam. Stuff like that is really good. And stuff like Yogi Bear shaped chocolate pie is stupid. Well, it's certainly not as productive. It's not as destructive as gold toilet. If you're gold plating toilets, well then you have a dumbass job. Yeah, Piro is actually against taxing yachts because you gotta put all the yacht makers out of business. Yeah, wouldn't that be just great? Instead of wasting the money on yacht making, we could waste the money on a Hoover Dam or a giant solar park. Yeah. But no, we need to do them yachty things, because that's much more productive labor. Fucking retards. 341, classic. Oh, that's an old video. Let's see. That's an old video too. No people destroying this country, putting women's lives in jeopardy right now in the middle and upper class religions fucks this week voting on a draconian abortion bill here in South Dakota. South Dakota, draconian abortion. It doesn't matter anyway. You don't have any abortion clinics anymore. We let all the fucking religious groups bomb them out of business. Your home doesn't look like civilization. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? My home isn't civilization. My home is my home. Nobody else has to live here. It's not consequential to anybody else. There's no obligations here. I may fart or piss or shit wherever the fuck I feel like, because it's my home, you dumb retard. Fuck. God, you're really stupid. See, this is the place I can be free. The place I'm not allowed to be free is somebody else's living room. Can't figure that out? Or a public sidewalk. Public sidewalk. Public train. See? Public rules. Private no rules. Retards. So just they're all retards. Michael's son, Morley experiment should be done with more modern instruments. There's no point. You're not going to prove there's no ether. It's just a stupid premise. You can't, you can't, even if there was an ether, you can't detect it that way, because the whole idea is that it's not going to be able to cause friction. We already know that's a fact. It doesn't stop light. It doesn't stop something with velocity in space. We already know that as a fact. How the fuck can you find the ether when we already know it's a fact that it doesn't interfere with something's velocity? Velocity doesn't degrade in empty space, in a vacuum. So we don't know the ether, if it existed, would be completely compatible with velocity. So there is no Michael Morley experiment. You retard. Oh, God, these people. Oh, it's a little butt plug again. Hey, butt plug. I would own you in a debate about veganism. Eating meat is the right thing to do, because if you don't, you will not get the right nutrients. Well, it's just retarded. Go look what animals eat in nature. Go look at gorillas, for example. Our closest genetic parallel in nature. It's just, you're just stupid to think. Well, you don't think this shit. You just say this shit because you're a troll. So, never mind. Grayson Jadidi. What's up, buddy? It's your buddy Grayson here. I don't think so. You mean the Jew Zionist international banker cartel criminals who took all the gold and now create money out of nothing? It's not money, idiot. It's debt. They're not creating money. They're creating debt. Okay? The checks all have the bank written right on them. Money is this stuff here. This is money. This stuff, this is money. Okay? Checks are not money. Credit cards are not money. This is money. This is cash money. This represents a commodity. Now there's other pieces of paper that people will accept because, for now anyway, they're cashable. So people will trust it because it has a bank's name on it. And the bank has been in business for at least 4 weeks. So they trust it. But when all that falls apart, right, that's going to be real money again. Durr. Except for the problem of all the counterfeiters who are really going to make it impossible. But let's not even get into that. It's all going to get so ugly. But anyway, I don't really go for this Zionist international banker cartel that created all the problems in the world. Guess what? There were kings long before the Zionist bankers showed up, and they were pretty horrible. Get it? So, yeah, owners suck. Whether they're Zionists or whether they're fat white people. Owners suck. Man, you people are so stupid. Verophobia seems totally justified. After seeing The Reverend. I don't know what that means. That must be some bear movie. Why should I have to ask Professor Anton? Well, that's like an old video. Excellent video. It wasn't just similar looking, it was blatantly identical. And the detections 10 ms apart from one another exclude the earthquake hypothesis. Blatantly identical. Then actually the two signals weren't identical, so the two machines are calibrated differently. So I mean, if you look at the two signals, they were not identical. But I would certainly claim they were certainly the same source. And the detections 10 milliseconds apart from one another exclude earthquake hypothesis. I don't know how that would be true at all, frankly. But whatever. It depends on where the earthquake is, idiot. But the argument isn't earthquake. The argument is any kind of... The earth is deep and has lots of things going on inside of it, idiot. Deep inside of it. So is the sun again. So how you gonna? Could have been a frickin' earthquake in the sun. How do you know? Oh, that's right. You have an icon devoted to this bullshit. The magical wavy booger. Look at the sparkly light coming out. The blue light out of this side. The red light out of this side. La 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 la. Yes. Zillions of solar masses flying the speed of light. But no, that's not possible. Anyway, so anyway, this is enough of a video. Sorry, I was just going to read a couple of idiotic comments and I went too deep into the shit. So anyway, but yeah, everybody's an idiot, so that's my conclusion. It's just no, it's really. Sorry, there's just nothing. Oh, no, this is just such a... this is such a tragic play. It's just assholes, and then bigger assholes, and then bigger assholes, and then bigger assholes. That's all there is. Anyway. But I shall endeavor to persevere. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Gary, keep doing that. I'll keep doing that. So anyway.
thoughts that make perfect sense to itself. It's like, instead of babies being born from people and then dying in a hospital, they come to life in the hospital after you've dug up the body and or unburied it.
Then you live.
Yeah, physics talk. Alright, so till next time and such, have a wonderful week and whatnot. Or not. Your discretion. Mostly.